What up, YouTubers? Time for another unboxing. This time around we got My Geeky Goodies. You can see it's not too bright. There we go. My Geeky Goodies. So, like I said before, I'm way behind on boxes. Got lots of unboxings to do, but I'm still going in the order that they came in. So this is the usual order. Collectible Geek was first, My Geeky Goodies was second. So, let's get into this one and move right along. I've done lots of long videos lately, so let's keep this one nice and short. Let's do it. First off, colored paper. You know, I actually really like that they put the colored paper in there. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but it's small stuff like that that just shows they put effort into it. It makes it look nice. Unlike some boxes, like this one has their own printed box. Collectible Geek doesn't have anything. They had a plain brown box with a stamp on it. But anyway. So, first off, we got our little card and a little pin with the little Mario mushroom on it. Cool. Oh, it said the theme of it. So this month's theme is Pixel Power. Alright. So, first item, we got a keychain. Street Fighter. And normally I wouldn't care too much about keychains because they're pretty generic and pretty cheap, but this one's actually pretty cool. Not only is it an LED flashlight, but it actually makes a noise, like the old school Street Fighter sound. And it lights up. That's really cool and that's really clever. I've never seen this before. It's cool to have. Good choice. I like that. Interesting. New. Cool. Next, this one I really like. So this looks like just the old school Nintendo cartridge, same size and everything, looks like exactly like it, but it's a flask. This little part right here twists off. I haven't opened it yet, but it twists off and your alcohol goes in there. It's an actual flask. Like, it's not even a joke. It's literally a flask. That's freaking cool. I saw this on another box. I think it was Geek Me box, which I hadn't gotten yet, and they had that in there and I thought that was cool. So I'm glad that I got one, because that's very clever. And there's a little guy on there that says Bar Hop Brothers, and there's a guy drinking a beer and jumping over a bar. That's funny, that's clever, it's useful, it's practical. I drink all the time, so I like it. It kind of is a mix of both worlds here, where it's your childish side, like things from your childhood, almost like a collectible figure thing, and your adult side, for drinking shitloads of alcohol. Like, it's a perfect mix of both worlds. I think this is clever, fun, new, exciting. That was also a really great choice. I like that as well. Next, we got a little figure from, looks like Minecraft. I don't know if you can see, it's very small. It shows examples of the figures on the sides. I actually opened him up. And I got a little horsey, or a donkey, I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with Minecraft, but I like this little figure. I think it's cool and clever, and it definitely goes with the pixel theme. So I thought that was cool. I don't have any of these figures, and yeah, awesome. Just a fun little cheap figure, but that works out fine. I like it. Next, we have our t-shirt. T-shirt. Unwrap it. This one says, House Koopa. Fire and Hammers. Now, I'll have to admit, I actually don't get the reference. Someone was telling me it's probably a Game of Thrones reference, which it kind of looks like. I haven't watched Game of Thrones, so someone in the comments, if you can tell me where this reference is from, like, I totally love that. So this is not their fault. It has nothing to do with them. This is my own personal fault. I just haven't seen the show, so I'm not familiar with this one specifically. So, nothing against them, but I'm kind of bummed that I don't get the joke they're making. But even regardless of that, it's still a cool shirt. It's still not a huge fan of like bright red. I probably won't wear this a ton, but it's still a cool shirt. It has a cool picture of Koopa on there. You stop. Stop it. Stop. Puppies. Has a cool picture of Koopa, and the actual like the print on there is like nice. It's like pretty decent quality. I was pretty surprised. Like I've liked everything in this box so far. Even if I don't understand the joke it's making, like, it's still a cool shirt. I'll definitely wear it. Awesome. And we have one more thing, which I see them doing. They do a little wrapped gift thing, with 2 items in here. So the first one is a pack of cards, kinda. It's like the old school cards. Like, I don't know if you remember, if any of you are old enough, like not even in the 90s. This was like mid 80s cards. This is right before they stopped doing that. They used to be wrapped in paper. I'll take it out. So they used to be wrapped in paper, and they usually came with like a piece of gum or something like that. Like, this isn't like a replication. This is the actual cards from the 80s. It says on the back 1989. So that's actually pretty cool. It's not a super expensive item or anything. They may be somewhat hard to find, but you could easily, if you can find them, they wouldn't be expensive at all. They're still pretty cheap. They wouldn't run much at all. But it's really cool. Like, they actually tracked them down from the 80s. And basically all these are, they're kind of game cards. They have games on the cards, and some of them are stickers. And when you see the stickers, you can tell it's like really outdated because they're really crappy quality. But that's okay though. It's because it's actually from the 80s. It's not current crap. It's retro crap. So that's okay. So these were actually pretty cool. A fun little surprise to see, and definitely in the Pixel theme. So that was nice. It was a fun little surprise. Very interesting and creative. And oh, son of a bitch! The last item, which I just pulled on the lid and spilled everywhere, and now my puppy's eating it. This little tin of candies, little metal tin, and oh shit, it comes with little star candies in there. Again, this is one of those just like filler ones. Like, it doesn't make a difference. It's just cool to have. But it's from Super Mario Brothers. It's definitely in theme, and it's cool. My dog likes it, as I'm seeing right now. He's loving this candy, so he approves. So, cool little fun item. There it is. And that's all the items for this box. Overall, I must say, I'm pretty surprised. Like, My Geeky Goodies has had pretty bad boxes the past 2 months. Unfortunately, this was the last box I was getting before I switched my subscription over to another box, but I think I might pick it up again because I really like this box. I was surprised by all the items. I liked them all. They actually stayed in theme, because last month they just did Christmas stuff. They didn't even do geeky stuff, which was really dumb. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. It was kind of awkward. But this one stayed in theme, and I legitimately liked every item here. They were all fun and exciting. I liked it. So let's jump into a value of this box. Oh yeah. So, let's jump into a valuation of this box. First off, shirt. Doesn't matter the quality. Just to make it not confusing, I value them all the same. 15 bucks. And I like this shirt. I thought it was cool. Hopefully someone can show me the reference later so I can appreciate it more. But for now, I still like it. Next, we have our keychain. So normally a keychain like this really wouldn't be much, because keychains just don't cost that much. But because it's so practical, like an LED flashlight, and it has like a fun little sound that it makes, like both of those on top of that, like that puts it at actually a pretty good value. I could easily see something like this going for $10 at least, if not a little more than that, because it has so many uses to it. So I thought that was pretty cool, but just to make it a round number, 10 bucks. Next, the flask. This is cool. It's plastic on the outside, but it has to be somewhat metal on the inside to hold alcohol. I haven't confirmed that, but I assume so. So this normal flask could easily go for $15, $20, $25. No problem for a plain one. This specialty one, like, that's really cool. I'd see this going for a minimum of 10, if not 15, possibly even higher, because this is such like a specialty thing, and it's useful and practical. So both of those things, like, great choices. Like, I'm very surprised. Usually they had pretty bad, outdated choices, but I don't know whether to say this is just luck they did so well, or maybe they're just like learning. Maybe they're watching my videos. Maybe they're taking tips. I don't know. But good choices. I liked it. Next, our little figure. It was a small figure. It's a small collectible figure. Mystery minis for Funko, those go to like $5 or $6. So this I couldn't see going for more than $5. Probably even less than that, but because it's branded, like, I would say $5. Throw that at $5. Next, we have our little packs of cards. It's pretty hard to put a value on this. Like I said, These would be hard to come by because they're literally from the 80s. But as I've said before, just because something's rare doesn't mean that it's valuable. I think most people would say that. So these are rare, but not super valuable. I could see you could get both of these packs for probably $1, maybe $1 each pack. They wouldn't go for that much. They're not super valuable in any way, but they were fun nonetheless. They were fun and interesting to have in the box, so that's cool. So I put these anywhere from like $1 to like maybe $3 on the high end. I don't know. It's somewhere around there though. And the last item, which my puppy loved, candy. Same thing. $1, maybe $2 at the most. Not super expensive. So, that was all the items in this box. It was a quick and easy box. I was, again, very surprised because I legitimately liked everything in this box. I was totally shocked. The only problem with My Geeky Goodies, and it's still kind of the problem, is their value isn't very high. Like I've said, the standard is usually double what you paid for it. You paid $25 for any box of theirs, and they were usually barely making $40, even on the high end, usually in the $30s. So, like, in the last months, they just had bad stuff. But this one, like, you had pretty much $50, depending on how you look at it. On the low end, probably like $40, but on the high end, $50, maybe even more, depending on how you value the flask and the keychain, because those could go pretty pricey. So this one, actually, you got double your money's worth. This has been by far the best box from My Geeky Goodies that I've seen. They had really good stuff here, so I think I might continue with this subscription. I was this close to canceling because the first 2 boxes weren't good at all, and last one's kind of sucked. It just did. It was a bummer. So hopefully they keep up the good work on this. I hope to see more like this, good quality stuff. So, like I said, I'm starting to see that they're putting thought and effort into it. I can see that now, and that's what I appreciate. You don't always need super expensive stuff. You don't always need exclusive stuff. But I just want to see that there was thought and effort. That's what I'm looking for. And I got that. So this box, normally this would be right at the bottom, but I don't think so this month. I think this is moving up in the ranks. I hope it stays there too. So lovely. I liked it. So that's it for My Geeky Goodies. On a side note, separate from that, you can stop watching now if all you wanted to hear about is the box. There's some news in the collectible community. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Just this morning, you quit it. Knock it off. Stop. Just this morning, there was announced that a new monthly subscription box, bi-monthly subscription box, is coming out. I'm sure lots of you got the email. For those of you in the UK, you probably didn't. But Marvel and Funko are partnering together to put out a new subscription box that they're going to send out every other month. And it looks awesome. I'm totally subscribing. I might even do the yearly subscription because they promise a special statue if you do that. So really looking forward to that. Also, Funko during Christmas announced a whole bunch of stuff coming out. All their mystery minis coming out for the next year. They have more of the horror ones. They have more of the science fiction ones. I'm so excited for that. They have an anime series coming out with like DBZ and stuff like that, which you know I love. They have a whole bunch of fabrications coming out, new pop figures, all kinds of awesome stuff. So there's that to look forward to. And lastly, a new company. This company is from, I think it's from the UK actually, I'm not sure. It's called A Large Evil Corporation, and they made a lot of short films. And they have these figures coming out of like famous people. Like they had a series on Bill Murray, they had a series on David Bowie, and they look absolutely awesome. If you haven't checked them out, type in A Large Evil Corporation or Vinyl Sugar and look up these figures. They just made a partnership with Funko, so these are going to be coming to America and being available soon, and they look absolutely awesome. I know I'm rambling, but I just wanted to get some news out there just in case you haven't heard of any of this. Go look it up. They just look so cool. So just wanted to talk about that a little bit at the end of the video. No big deal. So anyway, that was My Geeky Goodies. Great box. Very pleased with it. Definitely worth the money. There's some cool news. Go Google it at home. Look it up. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Peace.